This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trevette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: Bible belts, transportation, math, alliteration allotment, the continent, and controversial TV. Player 1, you start us off. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says that if someone smiteth you here, offer also the other. It's Player 1. Right. Please pick again. After striking down his brother in Genesis, this man said, "My punishment is greater than I can bear." Let's hear it, Player 1. That's right. Way to go. Select again. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? All right, here's your clue. In Numbers chapter 20, after the Israelites complained, Moses smote one of these twice, and water came out. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1. In a book named for Moses' successor, this man smites the Gibeonites, the Hebronites, and the Eglonites. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. In Judges, Samson whopped on 1,000 Philistines with this part of an ass. It's Player 1. Yes. Player 1, you pick again. Roofed cars on a freight train, or a roll of 12 in a dice game. It's Player 2. Yep. Okay, let's get back. Jimmy will present this clue.
The name of this vehicle, used on grave occasions, comes from Old French for long rake.
Player 1? Right you are. Player 1? During the Cold War, 2 different families escaped over the Berlin Wall using these lighter-than-air vehicles. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Player 1? From 1985 to 2003, Milwaukee hosted a parade featuring dozens of these wagons from Baraboo. Let's hear it, Player 2. Good for you. Player 2. If you're walking your baby back home in London, it won't be in a stroller, but in this 4-letter synonym. It's Player 1. That's correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board. 66 plus 32. Okay, Player 3. That's right. Way to go. Player 3. 73 minus 14. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. 148 divided by 4. Okay, player one. That's it. You again, player one. 17 times 6. Let's hear it, player three. Hey, you're right. Player three. 23 plus 8 minus 16. Okay, player two. You are correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. In basketball, this ball handling infraction will cost you possession. Yes, player one? Correct. Where do we begin? A condition of low priority. In a cooking phrase, it usually follows on the... Yes, player two. Yes. Player two. You'll get a charge over this critter, an Amazon river dweller that can pack a 650-volt wallop. Yes, player two. Good for you. You again, player two. And I'll hand it off to Jimmy.
Water vapor and ozone are two of these gases, collectively known as GHGs, which keep heat from escaping the atmosphere.
Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. Player one. RR, as a description in mail delivery. Okay, player three. Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player where the
three.
Latter-day Saints believe that Zion or New Jerusalem will be built. It's player two. Right. All right, that can be typed using a single row of letters on a standard keyboard. Player three. Yes. Player three. That extends down to about 54 degrees south latitude. Yes, player three. That is correct. Please pick again. With the most countries. Yes, player two. That is correct. Player two. With the first country alphabetically. Let's hear it, player one. Yeah, good. All right, let's get back into this. Player one has control of the board. This singer's hip gyrations on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1957 were not shown because they were deemed too sexual. Let's hear it, player two. Yeah, good. Player two. In a speech, this real-life VP blasted fictional Murphy Brown for her choice to have a child out of wedlock. It's player three. Right. Player three. This animated show proved nothing is sacred with the episode Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. Player three. Good for you. Player three. She shocked many with her wardrobe malfunction in the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show. Let's hear it, player two. Yep. And the last clue for $1,000. It was alien telekinesis that caused TV's first interracial kiss on this show. Player 2. Yes. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Martial arts. Very, very good. Your history. The Bible. Notice the quotation marks on the B. Movie folk. And astronomy. Player 3, you're in last place. Let's see if you can close that gap. In the West, the ninja combat weapons known as shuriken are called throwing these. It's player 1. Correct. Where do we begin, player 1? In karate, a hiji is a strike with this body part. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Player 1? That's correct. Player 1? Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You are in first place. Player 1, please select your wager. And the daily double clue. The folding Filipino fighting knife called a balisong is also known by this insect name. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1. Krav Maga is the official self-defense system of this Mideast country's defense forces. Okay, player 1. Correct. Player 1. A bokken and a shinai are two types of swords used in this Japanese martial art, whose name means Way of the Sword. Yes, player 2. Yeah! You are correct. All right, let's get back into this. Dawes Butler voiced this animated TV hound. Okay, player 3. That is correct. Player 3. These are forever in a top 10 hit from 1967. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. Player 2. Pro boxers have been battling under this Marcus's rules since the late 1800s. Player 2. Good for you. We return to Title Avenue in Theodore Geisel's first book. Okay, player 3. Hey, you're right. Okay, let's get back. Inept policeman in Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Yes, player 1. Good. Player 1, start us. Heads up. This 16th century British king had 6 wives and a 2-door garage. Let's hear it, player 2. Yeah! Hey, you're right. Player 2. Hold the phone, said Elisha Gray and Thomas Edison, who both sued this Scottish-born inventor and lost. Let's hear it, player 1. That's right. Way to go. Where do we begin, player 1? In 45 BC, this Roman's army defeated the 2 sons of Pompey. It would be his final battle. Player 1? That's correct. Player 1, back. Answer. The other daily double. You are currently in the lead. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? Answer. This future U.S. president graduated from West Point in 1915, 61st in a class of 164. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Player 1, this fighter for a woman's right to vote died in 1906, 14 years before the 19th Amendment made her dream a reality. It's Player 3. That's correct. Player 3, you're in command. Her first husband was the Hittite Uriah. David was second. Yes, Player 1? Good for you. Okay, let's get back into this. The chief god of the Canaanites. Player 3? Yes. A lot of clues. The youngest son of Jacob and Rachel. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, back to you for... He traveled with Paul to spread Jesus' teachings until they disagreed and separated. Okay, Player 2. That is correct. Where do we begin? It's at his feast that Daniel interprets the writing on the wall. It's Player 2. Right. You again, Player 2. Rejected by USC Film School, this S in DreamWorks SKG now sits on the film school's board of counselors. Player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, back to you for our next. Jerry Maguire was originally written for Tom, not Cruise, but him. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, he majored in journalism at Fordham before playing a newspaper reporter in The Pelican Brief. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. You get to pick again. This actor got his name by giving his mom a fetal kick while she viewed a Da Vinci work. Player 2. Correct. Where do we begin, Player 2? To get orc war screams for The Lord of the Rings, this director put phonetic yells on a scoreboard for 25,000 cricket fans. Yes, Player 3? That's correct. Player 3, you're in command of the board. In 1979, these were discovered around Jupiter. Saturn has them too. Okay, Player 3. Right. Player 3. The Milky Way is classified as this type of galaxy from the way its arms sweep around. It's Player 2. Woo! Good. A lot of clues. This name for radio sources that are among the brightest and most distant objects in the universe was coined in 1964. Okay, Player 2. Right. We return to you. A list of this planet's moons, including Oberon and Titania, reads like a who's who of Shakespeare. Okay, player 3. Yep. And now the $2,000 clue. You can have a roaring good time watching this meteor shower that put on an historic show in 1833. Let's hear it, player 2.
Yeah!
Right. Looks like you'll all be moving on to Final Jeopardy after this break. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. Championship sports. You need to select your wager. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. In 2007, this university became the first to hold national titles in both football and basketball in the same year. Let's see your response. And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. And this correct response will add how much to your score? Let's see your response. How much do you add to your total with that correct response? This makes you our new champion, player 1, so congratulations. We'll see you all next time.